Hi guys, Captain Moffat here. Today we're gonna talk about this movie I watched, and it was a couple of days ago to yesterday. This is the movie's name. Whatever, yesterday. This is the movie's name, and the story is based on a true story, pretty interesting, on a family and such. And we see some flashbacks forward and backwards as well. Now, we see some flashbacks forwards and backwards, and from the type of 1950s or something, and into the past with the North and South Civil War. And also we see a protagonist that has a type of family or such, and then he's a grandfather, so his cousin's son dies and he didn't save him, and his friend said he died like a hero, but he himself said he didn't die like a hero, he just died. And no one wanted to help him because they had many people to help, so that he didn't get a doctor, which is bullshit for me in my case. And in the movie's plot progression, he established many friends. He was thrown into the swamps of the United States as well, and he also took over a plantation. We also see the system, how the system worked with the slaves. A pretty interesting movie in general. Had some very good music. Maybe I'm gonna listen to those music later on, maybe. Pretty good movie. I was at least not bored. At least not bored of it. It was some action. And also the guy that he wanted to kill later on, that he said that he deserted. He became a priest, or not a priest, he became a judge. And also they did their own community, Jacob's community. Yeah, Jonestown or whatever. But anyway, for this movie, historical professions, I give it at least a 9. For action, I give it at least a 6. It was at least enjoyable. It's a bit dragging some parts. It's a bit like slow dragging, but it's interesting to see him try to try to train slaves to do their fighting against them. They actually won and ate some dogs, all the slavers, which was not so bad, not so good for me. I don't like people eating dogs though, but it was the way. You wouldn't survive, you eat something. But anyway, the point is, it was an interesting movie. It has some interesting learnings. The chick that he became then with a child, he also learned her to learn, and then she talked about that she didn't get learned, she didn't get a choice in her life, and she wants the kid to have a choice. And then in the present they talk about their family, which are them, and a dispute that the guy who's a white guy but has an African origins, but he didn't know it, and they are discussing should he have membership or should he be in jail because of it in the time period he lives in the 40s or 50s or something. And then he got jailed, but he got jailed 5 days or 5 months, at least 5 months, less at least. Then was considered what happened he did, because he did like, I don't want to leave my house, I don't want to leave my place. So he got in jail, but he got in jail and then he got out a couple of years. He was not there for a long time, at least, his ancestor, or his present child, or present grandchild. Our protagonist grandchild. Anyway, it was not so easy to explain. Sorry, it was not so easy to explain, because I need to remember that a bit. Though, anyway, there was some enjoyable scenes, and he also had another person that he took care of. Another related family member that his son, that he's a grandpa to, died in the war. Just by getting shot by another guy saying, go up and look up. When he specifically said, don't go and look up. So I don't understand why the boy listened to this guy. They say, oh, we are from the division and shit. They should have rather been shot in the face, or shot in the leg at least. The point is, the War of the North and Civil War was stupid. Okay, not stupid exactly. More of an unnecessary death that needed to be. At least I can say that. Unnecessary death. I didn't want to be rude to no one. Though I have a point with saying that it was pretty stupid, but they were unnecessary deaths, alright? We can leave it at that. And then he did his own fighting and such, and he still fighted even into his end of the movie's end. And as well, his friend Moses died. Pretty sad. Some good music pieces, I can say. And for actors, I give it at least to be fair, I give it a 7 for actors. Not bad. So overall, I give it an yeah, my scores is 6 for story, 5 for action, 6 for characters. And also the final score would be then 7. And that's all for me, and we'll see you next time. That one?
Yeah.